Welcome back to the Seth Leibsohn Show. You know, you go to a lot of different civic meetings, a lot of different political meetings, as I do, and you see occasionally you'll see the same face over and over again at all the right meetings, at all the right groups, being involved in all the right things, at least the same things you're interested in, the same things I've been interested in, and you strike up a friendship. And I have had that pleasure and that honor with my next guest, Michael Auerbach, who I kept running into at all these various different political and civic meetings, and we became good friends. And he contacted me recently about an announcement he wanted to make on this show, which I am delighted not only to have him make, but to help endorse. Michael Auerbach, welcome back to the show. How are you, man?
Good, Seth, and thank you for having me back. It's good to be back on your show.
Thank you, sir. Tell the audience what your next venture is.
I have launched an exploratory committee for Scottsdale City Council, and the reason that I am running is as we go into a new decade, I see a bright future for Scottsdale. We can preserve our unique character, and we can grow for the future. And to do that, we need enhanced tourism, smart growth, and protect individual liberties. I could live anywhere, and I choose Scottsdale. From the McDowell Mountains in the north to iconic Old Town in the south, we, the residents of Scottsdale, embody its rugged individualism.
I love that, Michael. Let me direct people to your website as well, MikeForScottsdale.com. His last name, Auerbach, Auerbach. Mike, tell the audience a little bit about your background, how you grew up, and how you came to be doing what you're doing.
Absolutely. I was born in St. Louis, Missouri. I grew up in Atlanta, Georgia. I graduated from Cal State Fullerton, from Georgetown University, and from the New England Culinary Institute. My mother was a teacher, and my father was a hotel owner and an entrepreneur.
I take it that the race for the Scottsdale City Council is a nonpartisan office. Is that correct?
Yes, it is. That's correct, Seth.
But knowing you and knowing, actually looking at some of the pictures on your website, I think people can get an idea of your worldview. I got to tell you something I love about your website. I've never seen this before. And I gather this would be kind of your commitment to the citizens of Scottsdale as well when you are elected to the city council. It says, under contact information, hours of operation, 24 hours availability. I love that, Michael. That's really great.
Well, thank you. It's good. I encourage everyone to go and visit the website. It's Mike for Scottsdale, Mike, F-O-R, Scottsdale.com. And the website is unique in also the sense that people can reach out to me and schedule a phone call or an in-person meeting on the website. And to your point, I, if elected, would absolutely be on duty 24 hours. Oh. That's the way I see it. Responding to the needs of my constituents is why I would be fortunate to be elected by them.
I remember I was talking to Sal DiCiccio once. Well, I've talked to him many times, obviously, but I remember the first time I was talking to him, he said something that I hadn't heard a political leader say in an awfully long time, if ever, quite frankly. And it strikes me it's the same kind of thing you would say. He said, I'm delighted to be with you. After all, you're my boss. I haven't heard a political leader say that in a long time. That's the view of civic leadership and political leadership you have, too. A public servant is a public servant. The public is the boss.
That's right. And in local government, as all politics is local, the city councilman is the closest member of the elected body that the constituents can reach out to. So if there's a problem within the neighborhood, if there's an issue citywide, a city council member is the person who is closest to know about that issue.
Yep.
And being fortunate enough to currently be on the Parks and Recreation Commission for the City of Scottsdale and is the former vice chairman of the Neighborhood Advisory Commission. Those are both political appointees by the mayor and city council. I have gotten to know all the streets and neighborhoods north and central and south of Scottsdale.
Nice. You are running on three main issues. You mentioned them. They're on your website as well. Enhanced tourism, smart growth, individual liberties. For those that don't know you, Mike, tell us a little bit about your commitment to individual liberties.
Individual liberties need to be protected, and what I would classify the primary ones relative to my race would be property rights. Individuals who own property have the right to use that property as they see fit. That's their domain without government encroachment. And also, I am a very strong supporter of the First Amendment, and I would protect all who have the right to share their religious liberties, their freedom to choose their religion, their freedom of speech, and their ability to assemble. Also, as a member of the National Rifle Association, I am a strong supporter of the Second Amendment.
Nicely put, Michael. Well, I'm excited about this exploratory committee. I'm excited about your candidacy, and you have my support. Let me give out the website one more time for our audience: MikeForScottsdale.com. MikeForScottsdale.com. And I'm so delighted that you chose us to make your announcement. We have about 40 seconds left in this segment. I'm happy to give you the last word.
Thank you, Seth. Let's protect all that made us love and choose Scottsdale and keep it thriving and growing for the future. If you have 14 or 4 hours that you can work, please contact me at MikeForScottsdale.com. Have fun. Join other movers and shakers who want to get on the bandwagon for change.
Michael, keep us posted. Good luck and Godspeed.
Thank you, Seth.
Same
to you.
Thank you, sir. Oh, and Happy New Year. Happy New Year as well. I was just delighted to do that. As I said, I go to political and civic meetings. I keep running into Michael. We're on the same page on so many things. And I should say volunteer work, too. This is a man who gives of his time as well as gives of his mind. He's got a lot of political experience as well as business experience. He's worked for congressmen. He's worked for U.S. senators. And he is an entrepreneur and a small businessman himself. MikeForScottsdale.com, just the kind of person you'd want running for city council. Happy to have him on the show. I'm Seth Leibson, 602-508-0960. We shall be right back.